Hello, everyone. I'm really excited about this one. This is Pikmin 251. It's a hack of Pikmin 2, and by the looks of it, it's got a bunch of cool new shit. I haven't really played it. I've played through the tutorial, and there's like new enemies, and there's like new areas and shit, and there's probably new caves, and there's like a new story and everything. It's awesome. This is a really cool hack, and I just thought it would be great. So yeah, I thought it would just be great for I thought it'd be great for alright, here's our new intro. After rescuing Hockatate Freight from But one day the president called our captain in for a meeting. Olimar, I'm so glad you made it. You see, we have a problem. Well, to put it simply, we're in debt again. This fucking Gary's mod, I love this. Those aliens we sold all our treasures to changed their mind on me. What assholes. Their boss barged in and demanded I pay them back 10,100 Pokos. And I think they dumped many of the treasures back at that planet. So you two need to go back there and collect another 10,000 Pokos of treasures. Oh wait, our debt isn't 10,000 Pokos this time. Let's see, it's 20,000 Pokos. Let's double what we needed last time. Sounds like someone isn't responsible with money. No one asked you, ship. In fact, that reminds me. Olimar, Louie told me about your dark secret. He told me all about this ravenous space buddy. It was all just a cover-up. Oh shit, this is going fast. I'd fire you if I could afford to, but instead I'll make Louie your new superior. So anyway, it's time for you to head off, so good luck out there. Yeah, sure, okay. Get in there. Sure, that makes sense. This is amazing. There he goes! Look at him go! Where'd they go? Yeah, so we gotta go back to get the treasures to repay the debt. And also, it's Captain Louie now, because Louie lied to the president and said that Olimar ate the Pig carrots. So maybe we'll have to clear Olimar's name as well. There we go, we're landing on the planet. Starting off in the Wistful Wild, that's always a good sign. Now, if you don't really know what's happening, so this is a direct sequel to Pikmin 2 apparently. And what happened in that game is, well, I'll explain it once we land. Oh no, Olimar got knocked out of the ship. Oh no, it's having trouble loading. Maybe I should change my configure settings. But not right now. We've got important business to tend to. I'll fill you all in during the tutorial because it does take kind of a while. Louie, you call that complete disaster piloting? Where did you learn to fly? Thanks to your flying skills, Olimar fell out of his cockpit. Who knows where he landed? Olimar was a much better pilot. He's never crash-landed. This region seems rather familiar. Have we explored here before? No, surely not. Well, would you look at that? Wait, are those yellow Pikmin? You know, we sure do have good luck with them being so close by. Louie, I'm sure you know to use your whistle so they join your side. What? Don't play games with me, Louie. You saw these same Pikmin on your last visit. I promise nothing bad will happen if you whistle them, okay? It appears we have a new enemy. Made specifically for this hack. And we also have some new music. Yeah, this hack has, like, custom music. Some of it's remixes of other songs. Some of it's... Yeah. See, I told you nothing bad would happen. Now you can use them to fight and do other menial work. You know, this is the first visit where we found yellow Pikmin before red Pikmin. I wonder where the red ones could be. Yeah, usually we find red Pikmin first, but in this ROM hack, nay. I remember, okay, this guy moves pretty fast, so he can be hard to... Yeah, you kind of gotta bait him out. There we go. Yeah, we got fucking Partners in Time music right now. This is a jam. Captain Louie, I just managed to reconnect to Olimar. He seems to be doing alright. Why do I have to call you Captain anyway? I missed back when Olimar was the captain. You fooled the president, but you aren't fooling me. If only he would listen to me. Alright, hang on. Speaking of music, I should probably turn up my dolphin output because it's really low, so I can't really hear anything. It shouldn't matter for you guys, but it matters to me. That should be good. Okay, switching to Olimar. Yeah, much better sound. Shouldn't matter too much for you guys because of editing skills, but... Olimar, are you alright? Falling so far like that couldn't have felt good. Well, at least that conveniently placed paper bag broke your fall. Speaking of paper bags, there's a big one blocking you off from getting to us. You'll have to crush it with Pikmin so we can reunite. Okay, so the story, this is a direct sequel to Pikmin 2, and the story of Pikmin 2 is that the Hakatate Freight got into huge debt, so then Olimar and Louie came to this planet to repay the debt by finding treasures. And then when we came back, apparently the aliens that they sold the treasure to changed their minds, apparently. And then the aliens stole the treasure and then dumped it back on the planet. So now we have to come back to the planet to get treasure so we can pay off an even larger debt. I don't know why we have a larger debt. But yeah, that's basically the story. Also, Louie lied to the president of Hakatate Freight, saying that Olimar was the one who put them in debt, but it was actually Louie, because Louie ate these golden pick carrots that they were supposed to deliver. But they lied and said that Olimar was the one who ate them. So that's why it's Captain Louie instead of Captain Olimar. And we have to clear our name, maybe, possibly. That might be part of the story. Hey, this is editing me here. I know, that was a pretty shit summary, but I'm not really good at explaining shit like this, so you can just do your own research. It's not that complicated. Just go to Wikipedia or some shit. Link in the description. Anyway, Olimar, it's the yellow onion. I sure hope it gives you a Pikmin seed like usual. Any second now. Also, if you're perceptive, back there was a new enemy also made specifically for this hack. I believe it is a Puffy Dweeble? I don't know, it's we'll look it up in the Piklopedia later. Anyway, okay, you did it. Well, that's a relief. Wait, Olimar, what are you doing with your eyes? I thought that was Louie's thing. Well, it looks wrong when you do it, so please stop. Anyway, pluck that sprout and move on. Yeah, I'm really excited for this hack. It seems... this seems like my kind of game. Yes, now we gotta grow up our Pikmin, and if you've never played Pikmin before, it's a real-time strategy game. And so, yeah, this is how you grow, this is how you get more armies. You bring stuff back to the onion, and then it'll give you more Pikmin sprouts. And the goal is to grow Pikmin and use them to bring back treasures. Olimar, the Pikmin carried a pellet to the onion and it sprouted a seed. What's that, Olimar? So what if you've already been here? So what if you've been here twice already? This is important info. We also get a very nice remix of Gerudo Valley from Ocarina of Time. Very much appreciated, very much appreciated. Yeah, so now we have 3 Pikmin instead of 1. So yeah. You bring back the pellets, and the pellets are yellow, so when you bring them to the yellow onion, instead of getting just 1 pellet, you'll notice that they sprout 2. Yeah, if you match the color of the pellet to the color of the onion, you get a bonus Pikmin. So if there's a 5 pellet, you'll get 6 if you bring it to the corresponding onion. If there's a 10, you get 11. Yeah, you know. Basic maths. Alright. Here it is, the new enemy. This is, I believe it's called a Puffy Dweeble. They can't actually hurt Pikmin. They are, yeah, they're air Dweebles. If you play Pikmin 2, these guys they use elemental attacks, and this guy uses air. He can't damage your Pikmin, he can only blow them around. Which could be annoying if there were other enemies around, but nope. Alright, I'll help this guy out here. Oh yeah, also if you don't have Pikmin, you get this little punch move. So that's nice. Yeah, we gotta wait a little bit for these guys to see what Louie's up to. Start with that, I guess. A little speedrun strat for you. They aren't going to be able to get all the way here, but they'll be able to get close by. And that's what you call speedrun strat, which we will not be using for the rest of this run because I have not played past the introduction stage, as I've already mentioned. Yeah, see, so once... Yeah, they can't actually get here because the paper bag's in the way, so they're just going to go in little circles. Nice. I like all the new music. Oh, this is actually just an original track though. Olimar, Captain Louie, you are reunited at last. This has been a troublesome start to our trip. You know, all this feels rather familiar. Didn't we have to reunite the same way last visit? Regardless, let's see what we can do now that we're all together again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, now we're kicking into high gear, baby. Oh yeah. What's this? Dun 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 dun. God, I know what the song's from. It's from a fucking Paper Mario game. And I think it's from Thousand Year Door. I'm pretty sure it's the Stargate one. I think. Oh, okay, whatever, doesn't matter. Hold on, this looks like one of the items we collected on our last journey here. So, what the president said is true. After all the treasures we scavenged here last time, now we have to collect even more of them? Well, we have a lot of work to do then, don't we? Better get moving with our collecting. Yeah, so this was actually one of the treasures we got in Pikmin 2. If you play that, you may know it as... God, I forget what the original name of the treasure was, but don't worry, we'll be learning it very soon, as we do have to take it back in order for the tutorial to end. We do need quite a few Pikmin. You can see the top number is how many Pikmin we need, and the bottom number is how many Pikmin are assigned to it. So we need 25 Pikmin. Not that 25 is the maximum amount of Pikmin you can have carrying it, but that's the minimum of amount of Pikmin. So, see, I have... Wait, no, I don't have... Okay, I have exactly 25, but I could put probably up to 30, I want to guess. There is a maximum amount. Well, for this one, the maximum is 25, but typically it'll let you put, like, like 5 to 10 more, and then that'll speed it up, so they'll go faster than this. So yeah, the more Pikmin you have carrying an object, the faster it goes. This is a real jam, dude. Gerudo Valley sounds good, and the Pikmin 2 sound fun. Alright, let's take a little... Let's do some exploring of our area. We have a small area here, we don't really have much. Oh, actually, before they deliver that. Over here, you'll notice these rocks, and if you bang on these, you'll get nectar. Now, typically you're not given nectar this early in, like, normal Pikmin games. But here you're given it during the tutorial, which is nice. And what this does, we're about to get a little tutorial. The Pikmin that drink that yellow nectar have matured. Hold on, shouldn't it have become a flower Pikmin? This one's only a bud. Could the effects of nectar be weaker than usual? Very peculiar. Yeah, so typically in Pikmin games, once a Pikmin drinks nectar, they turn into a flower Pikmin. But here, nuh-uh, we don't got any of that. They have to drink Pikmin have to drink nectar 2 times in order to become a flower Pikmin. And basically, what does a flower Pikmin mean? Well, you probably noticed already, they move a lot faster. That's really the only advantage. So, leaves are the slowest, buds move faster than leaves, and flowers are the fastest. So you want as many flowers as possible. So you want as much nectar as possible. I did a pretty good job. Most of my team is flowers, but I still got some buds there. I kind of like this change. Well, I haven't really played much of the game, but I like it in concept because in the normal Pikmin playthrough, you never really have buds on your team, like, ever. So, and here we brought it back. Our first treasure, the grain grenade. Sure enough, this is indeed the exact same conifer spire that we collected last time. Although, it is the same item from last time, I've decided to give it a new name. There's no end to my treasure naming skills. Well, anyways, it's about time we head off now, isn't it? I mean, if you want to stay here and deal with the nocturnal creatures, be my guest. Yeah, that's another thing. During nighttime, we gotta get off the surface, because there's nocturnal predators and shit. So, yep. That's where we're fleeing the surface to get away from the predators. Don't worry, the onion will be fine. There it goes. See, it's taken off with us. Let's see how we did. Yeah, every day we are getting an analysis of the amount of funds we earned. We have 140 out of 20,000. This is the amount of Pikmin we have gained today. We can also view the amount of Pikmin that die. There's all the ways Pikmin can die. Yeah, moving on. Also, every day we get a piece of mail. I see you found one of the treasures you had collected last journey. Well done. Perhaps we really could collect 20,000 Poco somehow. Good luck, Captain Louie. Save our game. Game's been saved. We get the observatory tune. I love that. Alright, let's check the Piclopedia so I can get the names right. Oh, we also got Space Junk Galaxy. Nice. So this is the Dwarf Painted Ball Orb. Let's see what Olimar has to say about it. On our last journey, I wrote about the creatures we saw from a biological perspective, but this time I'd rather write about them just based on some observations I've made. This ball orb is interesting, since I never saw it on our last journey. It has a purple and green color scheme, quite a strange look. Where could it have been? It hasn't been more than a year since our last visit, very peculiar indeed. I'm not going to read all of these intros, but I will read ones that I think are important. So, I'm going to read them to myself, but I'll read them on my own time, and then I'll read you the ones that I think are most important. Ones that I think are interesting. Probably most of the ones from the new enemies. This Withering Dweeble right here. Here's another creature I never saw on my last visit. While I saw many small dweebles, I never saw one like this. It appears to release a chemical that kills a Pikmin's flower on the spot. If I remember correctly, I saw a blowhot that did something similar in the past. While it was the first dweeble I've seen that can't directly harm Pikmin, it is still quite troublesome. Going in with a small squad of Pikmin might be the best way to avoid disaster. I don't remember this one being important. Yep, it's a pellet posy. What is there to say about these things? The only thing worth mentioning is that for once I can see a yellow pellet on my journey before a red one. Of all the plants on this planet, these are still some of my least understood. What makes them change color based on the Pikmin nearby? Perhaps these are more closely related to the Pikmin than I once thought. Also not gonna read many if any of the treasures, but I will do ones I think are important or cool or funny. So I find myself returning to this planet once again with Olimar and Louie. This time I'll be taking the role of writing about our collected treasures. I was expecting Olimar to resist me on this one, but he seems fine with having less work to do here.
Our last journey really didn't allow me to express myself for who I really am. I may just be a machine, but I was sure programmed with a personality. Alright. Yeah, showing a lot of promise. I'm very, very excited to continue playing this.